I logged back into Old School RuneScape after 5 years. I was completely lost. Everything had changed, new updates, new mechanics, and nothing felt familiar. So instead of trying to catch up, I started over. Fresh account, no shortcuts, just pure progress from scratch. If you're into nostalgia, fresh starts, and watching someone fumble their way back into the game, then buckle up for the journey ahead. We are starting off this episode with a little bit of Slayer. We're needing 69 Slayer in order to do Monkey Madness 2. I mean, obviously that's not a grind that we could just, hurry and get done. We're just gonna start throwing Slayer in here and there, and then hopefully we end up with 69 Slayer here eventually. I mean, at least soon enough. Every single time that we run to grab a Slayer task from Neve, I'm always just stared right in the face by this yew tree. I'm really slacking on my farm runs. We're sitting at 62 farming right now, so I think after we grab this task, we're gonna hurry up and go hit our farm runs. And our task is Greater Demons. I'm not surprised one bit. I feel like we have gotten nothing but Greater Demons, Fire Giants, and Dagonoths this whole time, all the way up to 62 Slayer. We're gonna get this knocked out. It should be some pretty decent XP, so I'm not super upset about it. That is 63 farming. We managed to get 8 herbs out of this patch too. Not too bad. Oh, we are still going. Holy crap. We got a ton of herbs out of that one too. We are getting 7,000 XP per U, and that is 64 farming. This is going to be my first time ever harvesting mahogany trees. Let's see what kind of XP we get. 15,000 out of each tree. That's 65 farming. And with 65 farming, that means we can now go plant our Hespori seed. We can get our tree patch in the farming guild, and there's another herb patch in the farming guild also. I do believe this is my first time in the farming guild. So let's run over. Let's get Hespori planted. And then I think he takes about 24 hours to grow. Let's spoon ourselves a bottomless compost bucket, yeah? We are going to get our yew tree planted here, and then we can also plant our corm over here in this herb patch. Okay, let's grab ourselves a medium contract, and it's going to be jangerberries. Perfect, we can get those planted. I don't think that I have a jangerberry seed in the bank, though. So the clan is hating on our boots of lightness. I guess we should probably start working towards our graceful. I've never been to this colossal worm agility course. For every 100 termites that we collect, we could turn it into amylase crystals and then turn that back into 8 marks of grace. Supposedly this is a pretty fast method to get graceful, so we're going to test it out, and look at that, we got 13 right there. So what you do is you collect your, 100 termites, and then you click on Amylase pack. It's going to cost you 100, and then you buy the packs from here. And it looks like you can also get your graceful recolor here. I'm pretty sure that's that new super sweet looking graceful that I'm seeing everybody run around in. So we had a poll in our Discord to see what clan event we were going to be doing this week, and it turns out we're going to be doing some pest control. So I figured it's probably a decent idea that I go ahead and just get some of these Western Province diaries done. We're going to work on the easy diary first, and then hopefully we can get the medium diaries done before the pest control event starts. I've been holding off on these diaries because I really just don't want to go hunt chompies. As it stands right now, we can only get our normal void. We are still a little ways off from getting our elite void, but it looks like we're just going to need 68 farming. That shouldn't take us long. 65 construction and 75 thieving. It is time for the dreaded chompy grind. We need 125 total chompies in order to get the medium diary done. We have not done the Zogre Flesh Eaters quest line. Therefore, we're going to have to use our regular ogre bow and regular ogre arrows, which is going to be kind of terrible, but at least it's only 125 of them. I'd get the quest done, but we're running late for the clan event, so we're just going to have to sit here and tank it out. That is 115 chompies killed, 10 more to go. We are coming up on our final chompy kill for the medium diaries. It took us just about an hour to get it done. It wasn't terrible, but we are late for our clan event, so we need to get this diary turned in and then start our pest control. And that is the easy Western Province diary complete. We are probably going to wait just a little while to finish the medium ones. We just need to hurry and get to the pest control event so we can start working towards this void. We're going to hang out right here for just a second, wait for the rest of the boys to start showing up. We are going to have to hit the medium boat. Unfortunately, I'm not level 100 just yet, but I do believe we're still going to get 5 points for each win. We managed to win our first game, and yep, it does look like we're going to be getting 5 points each time. I do believe in total we need 850 points to get one full set of void with just the one helmet, and then 1250 if we want to get every helmet. And then Elite Void, we're not going to go for that just yet. We will need an extra 400 points on top of that with the hard diary complete. In total, I think we have been here for about an hour and a half. I took a little bit of a break on mobile and did a few rounds. Right now, I believe we should be leaving here with about 250 points, maybe 249. 249 points, so it shouldn't take more than 5 hours in total to get ourselves full void. So yeah, we are going to take a little bit of a break now and head over and start doing a little bit more Slayer, I think. I know that using a cannon is probably going to be our fastest way to get 69 Slayer, but we really need to start doing some tasks down here in the catacombs. I think we only have one ancient shard to our name right now, and I would like to start working towards getting that arc light. We're gonna need that arc light after Monkey Madness 2 anyway, so that we start fighting the demonic gorillas, and I think the arc light will just make Monkey Madness 2 that much easier. We just missed it. That is 74 attack, and with 74 attack came 97 combat. We are 3 levels away from using the big boat for pest control. 157 greater demons have been slain. Let's go grab ourselves a new task. One of 3 things can happen here: fire giants, greater demons, or looks like it's gonna be fire giants. With it being a fire giant task, we can go back to Royal Titans. I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of Royal Titan footage by now, so I will bring you guys back if we end up getting the magic prayer scroll. And I really wouldn't be too upset at another fire crown if we got one of those. We are starting off on KC 147. Here's a little milestone, KC 150. What are we gonna get? We got a rune plate skirt and 65 blood rune. Giant soul amulet number 7, I believe. There is 63 Slayer. KC 180. We are going to take a little bit of a break. Shadowsmore and the clan is wanting to teach us Tombs of Amascut. We are a little ways away from it. We need to do Contact, and then we need to get 55 fire making, and then I believe we could do Beneath Cursed Sands. And I think we're going to attempt a run at Tombs of Amascut. I'm sure I'm not going to be able to put up much of a fight, but he said he should be able to get us all the way through it. Is that the Karis sticking out of his back? I don't think I've ever noticed that. And that is Contact complete. That is going to give us 7,000 thieving XP. Now we just need to get our fire making up to 55, and then we're going to go start Beneath Cursed Sands. There is 55 fire making. I have never seen this area on my own account before. It's actually pretty cool. I feel like we are making some real progress. This boss is actually super hard, the Champion of Scarabs. I was thinking I was just going to come in and walk right through it. We are on attempt number 3 right now. It just does so much damage. I guess the first attempt I didn't know I had to kill this little black pool. And then I got caught in that little barrage thing on the last one and it stacked me out. But I think I have an idea of what's going on this one, so we should be able to get it on this attempt. Oh, please, no. We're live. No, run, please, run. What are you doing? Run. We're so close. One more hit. All right, we got the Champion of Scarabs down on the 3rd try. The 3rd time is always the charm, I'm telling you. All right, we have made it to the final boss of this quest. According to Slayer music, this boss is a little bit easier than the other one, so I'm hoping that we could get this boss on the 1st try because we need to go hit that Tombs of Amascut. Everybody is waiting on us right now. Okay, so I don't think that I really understand that mechanic, so we're going in for attempt number 2. Oh god. What do I do? Am I supposed to just like stand there? Am I supposed to kill that shadow? I don't understand what's going on here. We had to ask the clan for some help. So apparently when the shadow happens, I'm supposed to hurry up and go and hit the main boss right away. All right, looks like we are going to get him down. We got him on the third attempt once again. Yeah, I think once we knew the mechanic, it made this whole thing so much easier. And that is Beneath Cursed Sands complete. That is going to give us 50,000 agility XP, the Karis Partisan, and the Circlet of Water. I'm not really sure what that Circlet of Water is, but we got it. We have made it to Tombs of Amascut. This is going to be our inventory setup and our switches and our gear. I think we're ready to go. We have made it into our very first room. So the concept of this room, I guess, is to water that plant in the middle of the room. I guess there's a waterfall over there that we have to grab the water from. We pick up that water container, and then we avoid some spikes and some poison on the ground, and then we just keep running back and forth and watering that plant. And it begins. So that's the poison on the ground and the spikes coming out of those mouths right there. We run over here, we use our water container on the waterfall, and then yeah, we just keep running back and forth, filling up this water jar and watering that plant. This should be the final bit of water that we need to finish off this plant. And it is fully watered. And so now I think that we move on to the boss room. Okay, so from what I understand, Zabak has similar mechanics to Galvek, where he throws out this big whirlpool. And then we have to avoid getting hit by that. And he also shoots out these little projectiles that we have to pray either ranged or mage against. And then I think he spits poison on the ground that we have to avoid. And that is so far what I know. I'm hoping that I can manage to stay alive during this first boss fight. Okay, these are the waves that I'm talking about, and I'm struggling to not step on the poison while I'm avoiding these. So far so good, I think. Okay, we made it through the waves, it looks like. There's just so much going on. Oh, I had the wrong prayer up. I thought we got behind that pillar in time, but I was not paying attention to the projectile that he spit out. So I think that we're able just to sit here and watch them finish off this wave, and then we should be able to join in on the rest of the raid. Okay, it looks like Plank and you were able to take him down. So we are going to be able to keep moving on through the raid. To be honest, I really have no clue what's going on right here. These guys are just going ahead and they're going to solve this puzzle. And once they get this puzzle solved, I think that we're just going to meet them at the end. And we made it into Kefri. So once again, I was explained that these fire bombs that are dropping is kind of like the Galvek fight. You just have to dodge when there's shadows on the ground and then make sure you don't get hit by those. And then he does another mechanic where he shoots poop at you and it flings you across the room. I guess you're supposed to stand in the corner so you don't block off half the room. But yeah, we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully we're able to survive this whole boss fight. But we need to start paying attention because we just got 1 HP'd. Yeah, right there. So Kai just got shot with a poop and then it blocked off that whole corner. So if we're going to get hit with that, we need to be in this corner that I'm standing right next to right now so that we just don't block off half this room. Oh, we just got shot back with a poop right in the center of the room like I was saying we weren't supposed to. I did not see the indicator that we were going to get hit with that, so I'm not really sure what I missed, but hopefully we're going to be okay. We are coming up on the end of this boss. I think we're going to survive. Got 30 health left. And we got him. We managed to make it through this boss fight. There really wasn't a whole lot to explain in this room. They're just turning mirrors and then it shoots this laser. We mine this middle column and then, yeah, the door should open right as we get this down. All right, I am actually super confused about this room. There are so many tile markers on the ground right there. I went ahead and downloaded all the tile packs that I needed for this. Maybe these tile markers will make sense once I'm in there. Hopefully they don't mess me up because I really just can't see anything on the ground. So right now I'm just praying for the best and praying against whatever he has over his head. And then trying to do a little bit of damage. So we're killing his clone right now. I'm just trying to follow suit, stand on top of Universe's head while he's explaining what we're doing. It's not going too bad so far. Apparently this is a memory game and I cannot see what's going on. They're calling out colors, but I don't know where I'm supposed to stand. Oh, we got downed. That's all right. So after this, I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. I'm going to take off these tile markers because I just think there's too much going on for me to really get the full grasp of what's going on in this boss fight. All right, they managed to get him down. So I see what they're calling out now, the colors. So we're going to go ahead and just mark these tiles here with the colors that they call out, just so I have an idea of what's going on. So, I mean, lightning bolt yellow, skull black, white on the star, and then red on that fire. So the way that this one worked is somebody got this like vision thing, and then they were able to see what we're supposed to do. So if you got pillar, you run to the pillar, repair the pillar. If you got these vents, you're able to go over there and dump a potion down them. Or if we all turn red, we all stand on top of each other and drink a potion. That's pretty much the gist of this one. We got it done pretty easy, so we are gonna move on over to the next room. So I guess we just pray melee and go in for the attacks. I see Plank walking in and out. I'm trying to do it myself, but I just don't think that I'm getting the ticks right. And I'm getting smacked up. So hopefully this one goes pretty decent. It sounds pretty easy. Once he jumps up to the top, he'll start throwing some boulders down the hill, and then we just have to shoot the broken one and get back up there to him. Hopefully this one just goes pretty smooth. All right, it is the boulder phase. He jumped up, so we just shoot the one that's broken. We make our way to the top. So it looks like Plank made it up. Oh, I think I ran a little bit early. We got a little lucky there. Then we just go back to smacking them around. This is actually going pretty decent. We just need to heal up a little bit. Oh, we were so close to killing it with them, but it looks like they're going to get it finished off. We are definitely getting carried through this like crazy right now, but I mean, I'll take the experience. There is just so much going on. It's so hard to like pay attention to what he's throwing out to swap your prayer, and then trying to figure out where he's going to be throwing the stuff on the ground. Damn it. I'm kind of glad that I died in that last phase so I didn't have to go in there and make a fool of myself. I don't think I would have lasted more than 10 seconds in there. There's so much going on. You got lightning striking the ground. You got Baba throwing stuff at your head. Holy crap. Looks like they're going to pull through. He's almost down, and there he goes. Shout out to Universe and Plank. They carried us through pretty hard. Look at all the combat tasks that I got out of it. That is just crazy. That was a good time. That was fun. I was dead for most of it, unfortunately, but I really did enjoy it. I think we are definitely going to have to grind up quite a few levels before we're going to give it an actual good run. Yeah, I think that was pretty fun. Now let's go grab ourselves a purple chest. All right, we see our chest. I'm actually super excited to see what's in there. Let's check it out. Ooh, I'm nervous. Fossilized dung? What is that? I thought I was gonna get something. That's crazy. But I mean, I guess we'll take it. It's proof that we did it. Once again, huge shout out to Plank and Universe for helping carry us through this. It was I don't know how much I learned, but it was a good time either way. And then shout out to Opus and Kai too for coming in here trying to learn it with us. I was told that we can collect a XP lamp from here. We were off doing a little bit of agility, but we better come back and collect this. I guess it's like 50k in XP. We just gotta talk to these guys and then they should give it to us. We are going to throw this lamp onto ranged. It's gonna give us 50,000 XP. That brings us up to 82 ranged and 1475 total level. So I just came to the realization that we are not very far off of doing the Mauritania hard diary. All we need is 71 agility, and I think that we could boost for that. So I think we're going to go ahead and get all these quests done that we need. And that'll give us a lot more runes from doing Barrows, and that'll actually mean that we can make some money from Barrows. Do you think that it would probably be a good idea to get the medium combat achievements done? Because that way we don't get the prayer drain from Barrows. So the quests that I need to get done for the medium diaries at least are Zogre Flesh Eaters, which I'm doing right now. And we need to do Rum Deal, Cabin Fever, and then start in aid of the Myric, which we might as well finish that so we have it done for the hard diaries. That is Zogre Flesh Eaters complete, 2000 ranged, fletching, and herblore XP. That is Rum Deal complete, 7000 prayer, fishing, and farming XP. That also gives us the Holy Wrench. That is Cabin Fever complete, 7000 smithing, crafting, and agility. Now we just need to do In Search of the Myric. We still have a few more quests to do. We need to do the Great Brain Robbery and In Aid of the Myric. Then I think we can just boost for 71 agility. That is In Search of the Myric complete. That is In Aid of the Myric complete. That is 2 quest points. And we have access to Berg de Rot. It means we have a bank here. That's actually pretty nice. And 2k in all of my combat stats with crafting. That is the Great Brain Robbery complete. 6000 prayer XP, 3000 crafting, 2000 construction, and we get the barrel chest anchor. And that is all the requirements that we need to get the Mauritania hard diary done. We're going to be able to summer pie up to 71 agility, and I'm pretty sure that should work. I don't see why it wouldn't work. But yeah, let's go ahead and knock out these diaries. Are we going to get a 1kc black mask from this diary? We are not. That's okay. All right, we have finished all of the medium diary tasks and we have finished all the hard tasks. We're just waiting for the watermelons to grow. We have about 15 minutes on that, and then we have 3 hours until the mushrooms are ready to harvest, and then we should be good to go collect those rewards. I might try a little bit of Barrows before we get the combat achievement done, just to see how much money we're making from the runes alone. If it's pretty decent, then we'll go ahead and get the medium combat achievements done so we can go do Barrows without any prayer drain. But I don't think the prayer drain really matters too much, especially since we have a player-owned house we can just run back to and fill up our prayer anyways. The servers are under attack right now. We even have a message, PSA, avoid dangerous activities as we investigate network attacks against worlds. Super laggy right now, and I'm assuming that is the issue. The Mauritania medium diary complete. That is Mauritania Legs 2. While we're waiting for that mushroom to grow, I guess we might as well hit our own farm run. We forgot our shovel, which means we have to run all the way back to the bank. We're going to bring an extra shovel just so we can give it to the leprechauns so this does not happen again. I feel like we're getting more herbs than usual with these runs lately. That was 14 from this one patch. I think that I jinxed myself. We only got 6 herbs from the Ardone patch. Holy crap, we got 6 again in Catherby. We ended up with a total of 261k, and since we're at the farming guild already, we might as well go ahead and get our first Hespori KC. It is time for our very first Hespori KC. Can we get the bottomless compost bucket? And he should go down on this last hit. He does. That is KC number 1 of Hespori. 1 minute and 17 seconds. Got 18 white lily seeds and 2 Addis seeds. I'm not sure what those are, so I'm probably gonna have to check those out and see what they do. Hespori number 2 is planted, and those were the only 2 Hespori seeds that I have, so hopefully I end up getting some more pretty soon. That is 67 farming. We can now grow Cadentines. I wonder if that's going to be some decent profit. I'll have to look into that. We just got another Hespori seed from that tree. That works out perfect. But we just got a second Hespori seed from the same farm run. I'm not really sure what to do while I'm waiting for my mushrooms, so we might as well kill a couple of Vorkath to get some money built up in the bank, right? This was kind of a slow kill. Hopefully we get some decent loot though. That was a 5-minute kill. 3 rune longswords and 50 magic logs. Black dragon hide and some diamonds. It looks like our mushrooms have finally grown. That means we have completed the Mauritania hard diaries. Let's go ahead and pick these. And there it is. We have completed all the hard tasks in the Mauritania area. We just need to talk to her, get our rewards, and then we are good. All right, those are the Mauritania Legs 3. That means we could get a teleport straight to Berg de Rot, and we get extra runes from Barrows now. Got our lamp into Slayer, and that brought us up to 64. Now that we got the Mauritania hard diaries done, we are going to test our luck over at Barrows and just see how much extra money we make from the runes to see if it's even worth doing. So this is going to be the first run. I'm sure that the gear is subject to change right now. I'm not really sure what I'm going in with, but I'm sure I'll figure it out here pretty soon. We are killing these guys so fast right now with these wind spells. I haven't used the blood spells just yet, but this is our first time coming in here with them, and we are hitting hard. Are we going to get lucky? I do not remember what KC we left off on. I don't think that we've gotten an item yet. All right, that was KC 14, so we are still under drop rate for an item, so I'm not super upset about that. 70k chest, that's actually pretty decent. Ooh, that was a horrible chest. 370 chaos rune. So we have a Darrock tunnel. This is where the medium achievement diaries will come in handy, just for the fact that we won't have to sip a potion as soon as we run into Darrock down here. So we might just grind that out tomorrow. I'm not sure. Maybe tonight. We'll see what happens. KC 17. I believe it is a 1 in 16 drop chance, so we are 1 chest dry. 121 blood rune though. KC 18 for more runes. We have a ton of clue scrolls just stacking up in the bank. I think it's time that we try to test our luck and see what we can get out of them. We have 9 clue scrolls in here that have just been sitting in here since we started. So yeah, let's start working towards getting some of these done. Are we going to get a 3-step hard clue scroll? No, we are not. This is going to be step number 5, so it should be the casket. And there it is. I do not think we're going to open it yet. I do want to get all the clues done that we have in the bank and then just do a big opening right at the end. So unfortunately, this is where we have to call it on this hard clue. We need to be able to play the rock and roll song, and we have not yet done my Arm's Big Adventure. We will be doing that quest soon though, so we are going to put this back in the bank. And that just gives us more of a reason to do it. We have a couple elite clue scrolls in the bank as well. I would like to try to complete these. So this first step is kill a basilisk, and I'm pretty sure that I can do that. We are gonna have to kill a armadillo or a bandos guardian, and I guess there's a super rare chance that we get a piece of armor from it. That would be just insane, but let's test our luck. Let's see what happens. And never lucky. We did end up getting the casket from this step though, so that is one elite done. Okay, we have one more elite in the bank, so we are going to try to get this one done as well. We have not quite made it this far in the quest, so we are going to have to bank this elite clue. I am planning on doing this quest also, it's just not right now, so we are going to bank this clue. We're not going to drop it, and then yeah, we'll get to it when we get to it. Okay, we are going to move on to the medium clue scrolls. Step number 3, is this going to be the casket? Yes, it is. Medium clue number 1. Ooh, a 5-step medium clue coming up. And that is the casket. Medium casket number 2. That is the easy casket acquired. One more easy casket to go. And that is our final easy clue scroll that we had in the bank. Now, I think we just have 2 beginner caskets and then we should be good. And hopefully we just get a ton of collection log spots from all these. And that is our first beginner casket. 2-step beginner. That is all the clues that we can get done. So we're gonna go ahead and get these opened up and see what we can get out of them. We are gonna start with the lower tier clues and then work our way up. Let's see how many collection logs we can end up with. Here goes number 1. Cabbages. No collection logs out of the beginners. Got a black pickaxe and some purple sweets. Ooh, a black H1 helm and a wooden shield G. I'll take that. Okay, moving on to the mediums. That is a brown headband. Some pest control teleports, 2 more collection log slots. Moving on to the hard. It was just a rune kite shield and some more purple sweets. Not terrible. It is time to open up the elite casket. I'm not expecting anything great. Elites are never too amazing, but let's check it out. We got a bandos page 2, 9 onyx bolt tips, and some more purple sweets. That's a 200k clue though. That's not bad really. And that is where we are going to call it for this episode. Starting in the next episode, I would like to try to work towards getting the medium combat achievements done. We are still sitting under 20 KC on Barrows, and I just feel like we need to hit it a little bit more. There's still a lot of potential and a lot of money that can be made here. If you made it this far into the episode though, and you enjoyed what you saw, I would appreciate it if you would leave a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.